let me introduce myself. I'm Leah Bolger. I'm the National Vice President of Veterans for Peace on the Board of Directors. And Veterans for Peace has got this action going today. And one of the things we do as an organization is educate the public on the costs and consequences of war. And the cost of war in numbers is our country is just astronomical. We spend 60% of our discretionary budget on war and militarism and the defense budget. And in the meantime, nothing else is getting funded. In fact, President Obama said that next year he is freezing everything except defense. So he's freezing education, he's freezing housing, he's freezing agriculture, he's freezing the environment, he's freezing national parks. Everything's frozen except for defense, which is already 60% of our budget, and it is already astronomically higher than any other country. And in fact, it's as much as all the other countries put together. It's outrageous. So when you spend 60% of your discretionary budget on militarism, which just goes to line the pockets of the war profiteers like Halliburton and Grumman and Boeing and all those, they don't want the war to end because they are making a profit every day. And as long as the war is profiting people, we're not going to be able to end it. So we've got to get that profit motive out. We've got to tell Congress we want our tax dollars to be spent helping people, not hurting people. Now, in Detroit, there are 10,000 buildings just like this one. 10,000 buildings that are that have been abandoned and are ready to be demolished. And at the same time, we've got people living in the streets, squatting in empty buildings, without toilets, without electricity, without running water. This is a shame. This is a shame of our country that we are not taking care of our own people, but we're spending all of our money to kill people and destroy things and make a few people rich. And this is not what we want. This is not what our country wants. This is not our priorities. And we want to tell Congress and we want to tell the rest of the world that this is not what America is all about. We're not about profit. We want things to be different. And our job as Veterans for Peace is to educate people about how much it's costing us in dollars, but also missed opportunity costs. Michael and I met some folks the other day that are emergency medical technicians, and they were protesting outside the fire commissioner's office. The fire commissioner has to cut, is planning, I don't know if he has to, but he has to find cuts in his budget. And where is he going to cut these the money? He has to find $300,000. He's cutting it from EMTs. He's laying off 30 EMTs. Now, the city of Detroit currently has 24 emergency vehicles, 24 ambulances for the whole city of Detroit right now. They're going to cut 30 jobs and reduce that down to 13 ambulances for the entire city of Detroit.
As if they need less.
This is shameful. This is shameful. People are going to be dying because we can't fund emergency medical technicians. Now, it costs $1 million to put one soldier in Afghanistan for 1 year. $1 million. The emergency medical technician we talked to, she makes about $40,000 a year. Her job may be cut. This is shameful that our money is going to spend to put people into harm's way, to kill and be killed, and we got people, all she wants is to work and to save lives. She's not getting rich. She just wants to have her job. She works 12 hours a day in overtime, and she's fighting for her job. We shouldn't have to be making these choices. We shouldn't have to be making them. We should fund education, fund housing, and then, the defense budget, if we used the defense budget to truly just defend ourselves and not be offensive and reaching out in this quest for empire and taking over other countries, we could slash it. We could slash it to 10% of what it is, and we would be very well protected. So, what we're trying to do today is make kind of a splashy statement that will hopefully get some people's attention. If we're all ready, I think everybody's excited to see the banner drop, and I'll go ahead and give Elliot the signal and get your cameras ready.